Good evening, welcome back into the National Basketball Performance Centre. We are getting ready for our final games of the weekend here at the Tri-Nations Tournament. We've had the under-14s games this morning and this afternoon. This evening, it's the turn of the over-35 Masters. And coming up on this court, on the main court, we will have Wales women against the Scotland women. Over on court 2, you can check out Wales and Scotland men, both games being streamed live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. My name's Kaz Bullock. Joining me is Hannah Shaw. We have been here all weekend. This is our 10th game of the weekend, and it's been loads of fun, and just we've got one more game to go. Yeah,
phenomenal display of talent has been on show this weekend, and we're gearing up for another really exciting matchup here with England versus Wales. So I'm really looking forward to the next 40 minutes.
And for anyone that's not seen any of the games through the weekend or seen the Masters play before, so Masters is an over-35s program for part of the GB Maxi Basketball program, and there's teams out here today for the home nations that are going to be competing as part of GB at the European Maxi Basketball Championships later in June.
Yep, they have teams representing at over 35, over 40, over 45, all the way up to over 70s.
Because basketball never stops. So today it will be Wales women and Scotland women out on court. Wales playing in red, Scotland in blue. So Wales have just played the England women, so they've just come over to this court here about 20 minutes ago, and they're going to be playing back-to-back games, which we've seen the under-14s do, and under 35s getting to do the same.
Over 35s.
Over 35s, yes. So we are going to tip off in a few seconds' time, but
it's just going to be a nice international tradition of exchanging of pins, because it's not often Scotland get to face off against Wales. And is this the first time it's happened at over 35s?
Oh, it could be, you know. And that's, so the whole weekend, the whole week as well, leading up for some of the selection camps at England for the teams, has been a real great opportunity to showcase the talent we've got through the country, across the age groups, and just a learning opportunity as well for players on teams when they're playing in the national team, because that you don't get much practice time together, do you? And it's a chance to get out on court with players that you might not be as familiar with and just build something.
Not at all. So you don't get a lot of time to practice. You have to come in and learn quickly. You've got to pick up your teammates' tendencies. You've got to pick up what your new coach is telling you to do. It might be different. It might be a different role. But yeah, it's not a lot of practice time together. So just got to see what people are going to put on the floor today.
And we're also still continuing the really fun game of how many of Hannah's ex-teammates do we see out on court?
I just counted them as currently 4.
4. Throw yourself in, that's the starting 5.
Give it a couple of years.
So teams coming out on court. Scotland with a bit of a short roster. We saw this yesterday, but they put up a real fight against England yesterday.
They did, and we saw it with the men having a short roster. It means you don't have to get as many people minutes. You can get people playing longer, which means they get a bit more, get into a bit of a better rhythm. So sometimes a deep roster isn't always the best thing to have. But then again, this is the second game in a day.
In 2 hours.
Yeah.
But as we've seen throughout the weekend, I'm expecting an exciting game between these two teams. Up for the tip, it will be Kate Butters-Peters for Wales against Carville for Scotland, and Wales with the first possession. Intercepted by Carville. And Law controls things. Law over to Williamson. Carville inside, double teamed, ripped away by Shanahan, and jump ball is called. And with Nadell Law there, ball in her hands, setting things up for a team. She's a player that has spoken about, you know, she can score and she does go, but she's also a player that likes to affect the game in different ways and impact, you know, maybe setting her teammates up, getting a steal. And as she goes for the short jumper there, it doesn't connect.
Sarah Wagstaff leading the break for Wales.
And Wagstaff, a player that spent 7 seasons in the Women's British Basketball League with the Cardiff Met Archers. She'll be playing as part of the GB squad at the Maxi Basketball Championships in Italy later this month.
She's also head of basketball at Cardiff Met University.
And the Cardiff Met Archers, they have a fantastic programme there, don't they? A lot of talent coming through and covering across all age groups and all levels of basketball. Got a great wheelchair basketball programme. Yeah,
definitely. They are doing a fantastic job as a club to getting in really, really young juniors to get them in, to get them to love the game so they stay around for longer. And as you can see with Sarah, once they've got you, they're not letting go.
Williamson, McInnes. Good to see McInnes out on court. She tweaked her ankle yesterday in the game, but looks like she's absolutely fine out there today.
I spoke to her before the game. She says she thinks they can take this one. Or I might have put those words in her mouth. But they're coming into this with fresher legs than Wales. Wales haven't only just finished their game 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, Scotland playing in the game against England yesterday evening. As McInnes picks up the tip ball, brings it down the court for Scotland. Law back to McInnes. McInnes, time and space for three, too strong. Bounces into the hands of Shanahan. It's Wagstaff all the way to the basket. Gets the offensive board and Wales can reset. Shanahan inside to Butters-Peters. Knocked out, going to go with Scotland. And it's a 2-0 lead for Wales here early in the first quarter.
Fun story about Kate Butters-Peters. We were teammates for quite a few years. The first time we played against each other, we had a double foul within the first 6 seconds of the game.
For 6 seconds of the game?
6 seconds, literally. We had the tip-off, we both go down one end, and the referee called it. I think they were preempting it there. That's just how we were saying hello. But she had a fantastic career with England and GB throughout the youth setup, and then representing for the senior team.
She's played out at Eurobasket back in 2010, 2011, as just holds on to the ball. And long pass over to Dawnie Savage. It doesn't get that to drop. And McInnes hands it off to Law. Williamson. Hood. McInnes behind the arc, driving inside, spins. Williamson steps through into the shot. That one won't go. Wagstaff directing things for Wales. Shanahan fires the three, won't go, no, oh no.
She's gone down. She's gripping her calf. Hopefully it's just cramp there. Oh, that's all 4 of my teammates, all just hanging out.
Do you want to go join them? Do you feel a bit left out?
I think that'd be a solid start. In fact, they are missing a true big man.
So, yeah, hopefully that's just some cramp for Shanahan. It's a tough schedule, isn't it? I mean, we're joking about it, but it is tough to play back-to-back games.
It is. There's no time for rest and recovery. Just maybe a little bit of time to rehydrate, get yourself stretched out. She's a tough cookie, though. She's going to go off. I'm sure she'll be back on in a couple of minutes.
So coming into the game in her place, is Sarah Jorgensen. Williamson. Out to Law. Law swings it around to McInnes. McInnes, three's too strong. Knocked out of bounds. Hood for Scotland. Pass is intercepted. Wagstaff all the way, blocked by Williamson.
Massive block by Williamson there.
As Justine Furland comes into the game for Wales. And end line ball, Wales up 2-0 here. Butters-Peters turns and can't get the shot to go, but gets her own rebound. Wagstaff, her shot doesn't drop, but again, another offensive board for Wales as she works her way inside and gets the roll. That's a tough basket there from Sarah Wagstaff. And Wagstaff with all 4 of Wales's points so far. Law, back to Williamson.
Seeing a zone here from Wales, trying to limit the damage inside by Scotland.
Williamson doing a fantastic job chasing down rebound, getting it out to her teammate. Scotland not able to come up with a score in that possession, but Williamson, we saw it in yesterday's game, and of course you'll be very familiar with her game, playing with her in Nottingham, but she just crashes the boards.
Yeah, she's a great player. She does a fantastic job getting the good positioning to go after the rebounds.
And Carville there will get Scotland onto the board. Fair, long 2. Hits the back iron. And another offensive rebound for Wales. Swinging the ball around the outside. Williamson steals it away, being chased down by Wagstaff. Williamson all the way to the hoop. Williamson with the Falkirk Fury senior women's team playing in basketball there this season. As Wagstaff looks to get something going on offense here. Jorgensen hits a 3 and puts Wales up 3. Sorry, Jorgensen's first points of the game. Scotland look to answer. McInnes hangs in the air. Shot doesn't go. Wagstaff. Jorgensen again for 3. That one's too strong, and Wales getting several offensive rebounds, getting those second chances.
And some classic Kate Butters right there.
And that's the importance of those offensive boards, isn't it? You get them second chance points, it's going to make the difference.
Points being prizes.
Carville over to McInnes. The ball's tapped, knocked out of bounds as a timeout is called. Timeout's called by Wales as head coach Caitlin Reid wants to talk things over. Caitlin Reid and Gail White coaching for the team. So a 9-4 Wales lead over Scotland here in the first quarter, 3:29 to play. Sarah Wagstaff leading the way in scoring with 4 points for Wales. And Wales, they don't look like they've just played a game.
No, I feel like they've just rolled straight into this one. Doesn't look like anyone's got tired legs. Maybe it's the adrenaline from the first quarter. We'll see how the second, third and fourth pan out. But doing a great job.
They certainly are, and Wales moving the ball well as well around the outside, and I think that's maybe the story of the weekend, isn't it? The teams with the ball movement when they're taking their time, patient passes, looking for good shots, looking for the great shot passing up, and it's getting in sync.
Yeah, and the majority of this team, in fact, all 5 on the floor right now have played for Cardiff Met Archers. So whether or not they've trained together at some point. I know Wagstaff and Butters-Peters and Furland have spent a lot of time playing together over the past few years, and adding Jorgensen and Jones. And so you've got a team there that does know each other's tendencies. So there is that nice familiarity there for them.
And as a player, as Lonsdale's shot doesn't go, as a player for you, Hannah, how Sarah Wagstaff gets the contact and finishes. Send it to the free throw line for a chance at a 3-point play.
I think Williamson was going for that second block there, unfortunately.
Just mistimed it. Gets the foul, we can see on the replay there. Wagstaff racing out down the court. And yeah, Hannah, as a player, for you, when you're out on the court with someone that you've got that connection with, that you've played with for so long, does it just make the game easier for you out there?
Yeah, it does. It's nice to know what other people are going to do, and you know, it's always fun to play with people like your friends. It's always nice to play with people that you spent a lot of time with, you played a lot of games with, so you know what they're going to do, they know what you're going to do and what you like to do.
Jorgensen out to the corner. Jones swings it round. Butters-Peters off the front of the rim. Williamson with the rebound.
Butters-Peters used to lead what was the old Division 1, which is now the WBBL, in free throw percentage. I think she was the record holder for about 4 years in a row, shooting something silly like 94%.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was quite shocking when she missed a foul shot.
Balls up, can't be kept inside, but it will stay. Scotland ball. Substitution for Wales as Helen Howell checks in for the first time.
And if you're watching at home on YouTube, please let us know in the comments where you are supporting from.
Six seconds on the clock, lots on the shot clock. I think I just made a noise instead of speaking.
It's been a very, very long day. Nice, crafty by Nadell Law there, putting it off a player's back. So always got to know where the basketball is.
So it's that awareness, isn't it? That court awareness, and we've seen younger players this morning that maybe starting their basketball journeys, and that's something you have to learn as you go through your career, and the different teams you play for, the different people you play with, just the awareness of not only where the ball is, where your teammates are, where everything else that's happening out on court.
Yeah, so much stuff to pay attention to. It's what makes it such an exciting game. There's something happening in every inch of the court.
And good to see Laura Shanahan back into the game for Wales, so looks like it was just some cramp in the leg. She goes against Williamson. Jones with the long two. That won't fall, but picked up and put back in by... Was it? Oh, sorry, missed the foul. I missed what happened there, apologies. Fell and shot didn't, oh, it did count.
No, it did count, and then we had the referee just wanted to check a player wasn't too hurt.
Lonsdale, no good, tips into the hands of Wales.
Thanks for letting us know in the comments that the men's stream isn't working. We are working hard on trying to get that back up and running for you now. But until that, you can watch the Welsh women put on a shooting masterclass with Laura Shanahan, also known as Jeff, for reasons I'm not going to go into, nailing that from the top of the key.
Carville turns and fires, nice shot. And follow through by Williamson. Shanahan using the screen floater. Shot won't fall. Back with Scotland, looking to chip into this lead. Lonsdale coming down the court, hands it off to Barr. Carville with the long two, draws the contact. And Tony Carville going to head to the foul line. A chance for a couple. Playing with the Glasgow Storm, a player that's previously been with the Lady Rocks. And represented Scotland at the European Championships. Previously the head coach of Glasgow City Basketball Club. And you see, don't you, Hannah, you tend to see a lot in this age group, a lot of players turning to coaching and sharing their experience with players at their club.
Just a great way to stay involved in the game. And you've played for a lot of coaches, so you've picked up a lot of knowledge. So it's great for you to then share that and give that back to the next generation coming in.
Jones for Wales. Spent time with the Archers. Nice pass into Berland inside.
Roseanne Barr with a massive block there.
Oof, that's a huge block. Pushing it back on the replay. 6 seconds. Jones out to Howell. Howell spins out. Williamson with the rebound. And the end of the first quarter, a 17-8 lead for Wales over Scotland. But Anna, it doesn't, you know, it feels like a very close game.
Oh, it feels much closer than that. I think the competitiveness in this game, it's going to come through soon. They're playing pretty fast. It's pretty up and down.
They are. It's a fast pace. So leading the way, leading all scorers, it is Sarah Wagstaff with 7 points for Wales, and Williamson and Carville both on 4 points each for Scotland. So again, thank you to everyone who's been watching here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. You can follow along on the Basketball England, Basketball Scotland, Basketball Wales social media channels. Check out the GB Maxi Basketball social media channels, because they'll be getting ready for heading over to Italy later this month as GB take on some of the top teams in Europe in that age group.
It's a massive summer of hoops coming up.
It is, isn't it? We've got GB playing down in London in July, GB women, GB men. We have the pre-World Cup, like pre-World Cup qualifiers, and of course the Paralympics, the Olympics.
So much basketball.
And we've still got 3 more quarters here in Manchester. We've also got the Aspire tournament coming up in July here in Manchester. That'll be on the weekend of July the 6th. Nice. Happy anniversary, Katie. And just a great summer filled with basketball, because it just never stops, does it? You know, we see the regular season, but so much goes into it in the off season, and off season is a real chance for players to work on their game and compete in tournaments, the like of which we see going through the summer. Jorgensen. Shanahan inside, that doesn't drop. Law has a foot on the line as she tries to save it. Wagstaff. Shanahan.
Oh, Roseanne Barr with another massive block there.
She gets out so quickly, doesn't she? She times it really well.
Doing a great job bringing the defensive intensity.
Shanahan, long 2, doesn't drop, but another offensive board for Wales, and that's something they were doing very well in the first quarter, positioning themselves well, getting those second chance points. Fair, back to Shanahan, passes knocked away. Scotland come up with it, 2-on-1. Lonsdale has McInnes behind her. What a pass!
Oh, great pass, great chase down by Roseanne Barr as well.
Hood just steps inside and banks it in.
Oh, way to not give up there by Scotland. Chase it down, miss the first one, get the offensive rebound, find the open player. Oh, I felt that as well. That was a solid screen. I've been on the end of a lot of those in practice. They are not fun.
Oh yes, that was a hard screen, and great to see there as well. You've we've talked about it, the sportsmanship throughout the game. Kate Butters-Peters there just checking McInnes is okay. And, you know, it's tough when you run into a screen like that, isn't it? But you want your teammates to shout that out. Four seconds. Another block by Barr.
Third one.
That's 3 in this quarter, I think. Yeah. Towards McInnes.
Roseanne Barr being massive on the defensive end here.
McInnes chases down the rebound, saves it in. Law thought about the shot, passes inside to Barr. Barr hook shot, boxed out there by Butters-Peters, just stopping Scotland getting the ball. Jorgensen over to Shanahan. Shanahan sneaking through, floater off the glass. Law sort of shrugged her shoulders there and said, do we wait for someone tying their shoelace to catch up? And then was like, no, we're going to carry on.
No, there's sportsmanship and then there's no. We've got a 5-on-4 here. We're going for it.
McInnes draws the foul inside her. McInnes, she is taking contact inside, isn't she? She's just been fighting through it. We saw her yesterday.
Just continuing to be active constantly.
That's foul number 2 on Jorgensen. First team foul for Wales this quarter as McInnes can't get the second shot, but tapped out there by Barr, so fresh 14.
Hands to everything.
And McInnes with a long 2 chases it down, can't get hold of it. Sarah Wagstaff there saying get into position as Fair drives inside, but it's picked up, and Barr just right place, right time, doing a really good job on defense for Scotland. And Lonsdale driving in, can't finish at the...
So unlucky there because no one picked her up.
Jorgensen all the way. McInnes into Barr. Barr's shot rims out. Hood's there for the rebound. Barr again, another offensive board. Can't finish.
And another one.
And we get a foul call. 3 seconds inside. 3-second call on Scotland. Wales 21, Scotland 10 here in the second quarter, 6:51 to play. As Tate Butters-Peters brings it up the court for Wales. Jorgensen hands it off to Shanahan. Long pass over to Wagstaff, driving baseline. Hands it underneath.
Great dump off to Butters-Peters underneath the basket. Can't quite go to go.
Maybe a little bit too far underneath. As Williamson gets fouled on that possession.
Wales there just being a bit undisciplined on defense.
And that's foul number 3 on Jorgensen. So she's gonna check out as Justin Furlan comes back into the game. And for Wales, that's a tough call, isn't it? You've got probably have to sit Jorgensen maybe till sometime in the third with those 3 fouls.
It depends if you trust her or not.
But and at this level as well, that's, you know, she's going to be used to managing her fouls
for
at
sure.
this age.
I wouldn't be allowed back in until the 4th.
So Tony Carville back in. Roseanne Barr heads to the bench. Barr doing just working defensively. Lonsdale's 3 won't connect. Wagstaff. And long two for Shanahan. Takes her up to 7, joins Sarah Wagstaff on 7 for Wales. 13-point lead. Law back to Lonsdale. Williamson, pass is knocked away. Sarah Wagstaff knocks it out of bounds. She's all over the place, isn't she?
Always. Oh, do you mean on the court? Sorry, Sarah.
Williamson's jumper won't fall.
No, Wagstaff doing a great job there, seeing the pass ahead for the reverse from Laura Shanahan. Really nice basketball there, but they have been teammates for probably 10 years. It's nice to have that connection.
It's really fun to watch, isn't it? Ball's out of bounds. Over on the other court between England men and Scotland men. It is an England lead at 59-18 with just 3.5 minutes left.
So Scotland, Wales over there, and Scotland.
Oh yes, that's true. Yes,
it's the red and white. I think it confused you.
It did confuse me. Thank you. A 59-18 lead for Wales.
Another rebound by Wagstaff. Wales really doing a good job getting the rebounds and getting somebody up the floor quickly for the outlet.
That was a great job from Justine Furland, keeping the ball under control, able to finish the possession, chasing it down, getting out in transition. Hood's shot won't go. Donny Savage against Williamson. Swings it back round to Wagstaff. And ball's loose. Wagstaff picks it up. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Donny Savage out to Shanahan. Shanahan with the short jumper. Looks like someone may have got a bit of a hand on that to block it. It just looks slightly off.
I don't know if that's what I saw. I thought she just shot an air ball. But I think Wales there turned down a couple. She's my friend, I can say that. And Wales turned down a couple of shots there, I thought. I think they could have got an open 3 a bit earlier in that offense.
Yeah, they did look like they had the space to take the shot. So Scotland looking to chip into this lead. Williamson. Round to Law. Carville turns, fires, hits.
Oh, great find there. That high post is wide open if Scotland can look to exploit that.
Carville's had a few of those looks. Got 6 points in the game, but a nice little elbow shot from the foul line. Carville leads the charge for Scotland. Going to wait for the rest of the team to catch up. Over to Hood. Hood. Hook shot's good.
Nice. We're going to see Scotland go on a little bit of a run now, try and pull this game back.
Down 13, you want to try and cut it to single digits before you head into half-time.
Sarah Wagstaff taking 7.5 seconds to get over the halfway line there.
Butters-Peters. And Hood in there for the grabbing the ball, fighting for the jump ball, and that will go the way of Scotland. So Justine Furland heading to the bench, and we'll see Sarah Jorgensen back into the game.
This is much earlier than I expected.
Law. Hood. Oh, what a handoff.
Oh, great pass.
That's one for the almost highlight reel.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a better angle off that.
And Jorgensen gets the bucket and the foul.
And a hook from Rebecca Lonsdale underneath the basket.
Sometimes it's just nice to say hello to opposing players. So time out is called. Scotland head coach Drew Grimsley gonna speak with his team. He's previously coached the under-16 Scotland men at the European Championships. And gonna have a word with his squad who've just been able to go on a little bit of a run there just towards the last few minutes.
Yeah, getting some really positive looks. I mean, Carville at the high post is a great option for them. And again, with her cut into the basket, that reverse layup that didn't quite make it, it was, again, just such a great look for them. Stuff is going to start dropping. They are getting great looks.
And that's half the battle, isn't it? You want to get that look because it's going to eventually come during the course of the game.
You've got to keep shooting them. If you get that opportunity, you've got to try to keep going, because eventually they are going to drop.
And you don't want to pass it up because you're like, oh, I didn't make it last time.
I don't pass anyway.
So 2:51 to play here before half-time. A 29-14 Wales lead over Scotland. And teams getting ready to come back out on court. It'll be Scotland ball out. Oh no, apologies. It's Sarah Jorgensen shooting. Yeah, she is. That felt like a long time out. And bounces out. Williamson with the rebound into Carville, and Carville too strong off the backboard. Wagstaff, Jorgensen into the corner. Shot won't fall. Law with the rebound, trying to spin out of it. She's doubled. Wales putting the pressure on. Carville to Williamson in the corner. And travel call. So ball will go back the way of Wales. Jorgensen to Jones in the corner. Around to Sian Dudman. And drive inside. Foul is called. Holding foul. It will be end line ball for Wales, as that is foul number 3 on Lonsdale for Scotland. And Scotland with a short roster, as we've seen today, Hannah, but that could, you know, be a little bit something that they might need to keep an eye on. Yeah,
something you might need to monitor. Maybe pull her out now so she doesn't get a fourth in the last 2 minutes. But then these are veteran players and they've got to know how to play with 3 fouls.
Exactly. Wagstaff, long 3, nails it. Sarah Wagstaff up to 10 points, leading all scorers, and puts Wales up to 32. They've been able to stem that Scotland run. Lonsdale going inside, keeps control of the ball. Carville with the long 2. Won't get that one.
And Hood manages to fight to keep it as a Scotland possession. It's a good look for Carville shooting that mid-range there.
Carville from the elbow. Doesn't go. Williamson with the rebound, puts it back in, and we've seen her do that just yesterday in the game against England. She's done it.
Such a workhorse on court. Doing a great job getting the right position.
And Sarah Wagstaff just laughing to herself there as the ball went flying out of bounds. As Kate Butters-Peters going to take a seat. Laura Shanahan back into the game. So Scotland looking to take some momentum into half-time, cut into this Welsh lead. Williamson to the basket, up and under.
Oh, great finish there. Scotland really need to try and get the ball into Williamson's hands more so she can... Wales don't really have anyone that can compete with her strength-wise.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. Jorgensen kicks it out. Mayer into the corner. Wagstaff to Jorgensen, 3's up, doesn't go. Lonsdale, 3 doesn't go. That's unlucky, but who's there for the rebound? Jill Williamson. It's a great reverse as well. That's so
Great finish.
15 seconds in the half. Wales can hold for the last possession. Shanahan working around the outside, looking to go in. Pass is knocked out of bounds by Lonsdale. I think she was maybe expecting a player to cut round.
Yeah, but great disruptive basketball there by Scotland. Oh, disruptive defense, sorry, by Scotland.
2.1 on the clock. Beth Jones with the long 2. Gets the bounce at the buzzer. Big shot, Beth Jones. And at the end of the first half, it is a 34-20 lead for Wales over Scotland. Jill Williamson leading the way for Scotland with 10, and Sarah Wagstaff with 10 for Wales. What a way to end the quarter there.
Super way. Really exciting. We saw Scotland pulling it back. The work that Williamson is putting in to get those offensive rebounds and finishes. She's doing a great job. And it's really nice to see Wales playing, just sharing the ball. They keep skipping the ball from side to side, shifting the defense, then getting that open 3 in the corner.
And it's been a really good display out there. And again, on the other court, we have Wales men and Scotland men. Wales men with a 67-20 lead. We are going to head courtside with Isha Naya, who is going to have a quick word with Millie Watkins. Over to you, Isha.
Thanks, guys. So, yeah, I'm here with Millie Watkins. So, Millie, how's this weekend been?
It's been a really good weekend. I think it's always good for us to get another chance to play together. It was a good level of competition. And, yeah, I thought we improved over the weekend, which was one of our goals as a team.
Yeah, so you were sidelined this weekend, obviously, to an injury. But this weekend was the first time that they've ever played over 35s Tri-Nations separately. Normally it's GB, Maxi Basketball, which is all of you together. Why has this been different playing separately? Has it been hard? Have you had to adjust?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an adjustment because obviously we've done some of our preparation with Maxis, with some of the Welsh players, but it was nice to compete against each other as well. And then we had the addition of players like Helen bringing in some extra experience. So, yeah, it was good to compete against each other as well.
Yeah, so England got the bragging rights then.
Yeah, we came out on top. So obviously that was our goal coming into the weekend. So it's good to come away with 2 wins. And yeah, obviously then running up to Italy, we'll sort of add the pieces back in from the Welsh team as well. And yeah.
So was this tournament good preparation ahead of Italy end of this month?
Yeah. I think, like I said, it's just nice to get to run our offenses and work on tightening up our team defense and things. So yeah, it's another step on the road.
So how much more preparation have you got ahead of Italy?
So we have 1 more camp to go, and then we're out to Italy the week after.
Right, cool. Thanks, Sarah. I hope you enjoyed the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Isha. We're just going to take a quick break for half-time. We'll be back with you in around 4 minutes' time. Welcome back in to the National Basketball Performance Centre. I probably don't need to say that. I'm pretty sure people know where we are if you've been with us all weekend long. We have been at this table since yesterday morning, 9 o'clock, and we are ready for the final half of basketball taking place today at the Tri-Nations Masters Tournament. Scotland against Wales women. Wales with a 34-20 lead over Scotland. And over on court 2, I think I gave you the wrong score before. It was 73-23 to Scotland over Wales. I believe that's the correct score. I've been told it's the
correct score.
So they flipped the home and away teams there. So I was reading it correctly, but they changed the teams. So as we get ready for the second half underway at the Tri-Nations Tournament, again, a big thank you to everybody that's watched us live here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. It's just been an amazing showcase of basketball. People might be sick of me saying it, but it has. It's a fact, and I'm stating facts.
It's been great, and please check in the YouTube comments and let us know where you're watching from and who you're supporting and how much you've enjoyed the great basketball that's been on display for the past 24 hours.
Loads of basketball, and as we said, loads more basketball still to come in the summer. Make sure to follow along on social media to all our home nations channels: Basketball England, Basketball Scotland, Basketball Wales, GB Maxi Basketball, and also GB Basketball, because you want to keep up to date with everything going on. Don't want to miss any of the action all summer long. But speaking of action, teams back out on court now for the third quarter. Scotland had a little bit of a run there, didn't they, Hannah, towards the end of the first half. Wales, though, were able to withstand it, and Beth Jones, buzzer beater to end the half.
Yeah, we've got Scotland, have got a little bit of work to do here to try and get this back to being a bit more of a competitive, bit of a closer game. 14 points, though, it's completely doable.
It certainly is, and especially when you've got players as experienced as we see out there on the court. Furland, and travel call. Scotland ball. So good defense there from Scotland, getting the ball back. As Law swings it around to Lonsdale.
Lots of fans in the comments from Swansea. I wonder which team they are supporting.
That's a tough one. I'm going to go Wales.
I'm not giving you a fiver for that one.
Law into Hood. Hood's doubled. Oh, great defense there. Butters Peters. And a long pass over to Jorgensen. Keeps it in between the lines. The agility there. Great footwork. Ball movement round from Wales here. Jorgensen going inside, hangs in the air, bounces out, gets her own rebound. Out to Shanahan, fakes the pass and goes inside. It's gonna be a jump ball. And Wales just doing so many things right on that possession. You want them to be able to come up with a score at the end of it.
I want to see Scotland maybe work a little bit harder trying to get some defensive rebounds. But yeah, a lot of things to like about the way Wales are playing right now.
Law's three hits the front of the rim. Williamson fighting for the rebound. Fairland comes up with it, manages to get it over to a teammate. That was a tough ball to keep with Wales as Shanahan into Fair, and Fair with a short two.
It's a nice look there. That high post is normally always open.
Law into Hood. Hood turns and shoots. Doesn't get it to go, but I like that move there from Hood inside.
Nadal Law yesterday showing she can shoot the three. I think she's only taken one in this game. I'd like to see her maybe be a bit more selfish. We know she can hit from there.
And it was if I remember it rightly, it was quite a deep three she took.
Really deep.
And just on cue there, Law doesn't get it to go, but a good look. And as you said, we know she can hit them.
Yep. Shooter's got to shoot.
Furlan Jorgensen inside going left-handed to the basket. Lonsdale behind the arc, swings it round. Law, back to Lonsdale, she's got space. Three won't go, and Butters-Peters fighting with Williamson for the rebound, and it goes the way of Scotland.
Butters-Peters with the rebound there, surrounded by three Scottish players. I think Scotland were lucky there, it went the way of a jump ball.
Shanahan's three's too strong. Hood chases it down for Scotland. Law hands it off. Williamson with the long two. No good.
It's good luck for Scotland though there.
It definitely is, and we know again Williamson, she can go inside, she can hit the long shot. So as we said, Scotland getting those looks, they just haven't been dropping for them at the moment.
No, not yet, but there's still plenty of time to play. Yet to get on the scoreboard though in this third quarter.
It did take a while for teams to score in the first as well, so maybe some of that fatigue setting in a little bit for, well, not for Scotland actually, because it was yesterday that they played. Wales are the team that have played just beforehand. As Shanahan's first doesn't go. Shanahan, captain of this Wales team today. As Williamson passes out to Barr. Law, great handoff there. Barr gets the bucket.
Oh, really nice ball movement there. Great eyes from Liddell Law to see Roseanne Barr open for an easy two underneath.
Furlan hands it off to the running Butters-Peters, and whistle on the play. And that puts Butters-Peters at line. Substitution for Wales in a minute or two. It might be after the shots. But Kate Butters-Peters at the foul line. And just a super, super experienced player representing GB. She was out on that team at Eurobasket with names like Azania Stewart, Joe Leedon-Warner, Steph Collins, Lauren Thomas-Johnson. Of course, Steph Collins at the Cardiff Met Archers, head coach for the Women's British Basketball League team. So, you know, teammates working in different capacities together for their clubs.
Yeah, she has had an incredibly decorated career. And won a few titles with Cardiff. I was on one of those teams.
Was it a really good title?
It was the league, so it was okay. It's not the top one you want, but just means you're the most consistent team.
Hey, and that's important.
It's not the one that you get confetti cannons at though, so.
And Furlan's shot's blocked. Williamson in the corner, shot's too strong. Wagstaff sets up the offense. Shanahan looking to work her way inside. Scoop layup doesn't go. Keeps the ball alive as Jorgensen looks for a way to the basket and takes the contact. Going to go to the line. And Jorgensen up to 9 points. That was a tough finish. As Justine Furland takes a seat. And Jenny Dorney-Savage coming into the game. So Jorgensen doesn't get the shot to drop. Williamson working inside, gets the whistle. And Jill Williamson headed to the line. She's playing for the Sonic Centre Falkirk Fury Women's 2 team this season. 3 seasons in the Women's British Basketball League. 2 of them with you, Hannah.
Yep, 2 of them in Nottingham and 1 with the Loughborough Riders.
And the first shot doesn't drop. Williamson's got 10 points, leading the way for Scotland. Second, good. That's a really low squat into a free throw. She bounced right back up.
Very low.
I'm not sure I'd get back up if I bounced that way. Might just sit on the floor for a while.
I'm all arms.
Fair. Gives it back to Shanahan. Wagstaff swinging it round. Jones. Shanahan with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Wagstaff against Williams. Steps back. 3's up. 3's down. That's a huge bucket for Sarah Wagstaff. Running back with a grin on her face.
I don't think she was expecting to make that there. But Sarah Wagstaff is a shooter.
She is a shooter. And she's showing out today. 13 points leading the way for Wales. And that foul just called on Jenny Dorney-Savage. As Williamson goes inside. Lonsdale's shot doesn't connect. And ball's loose. Picked up by Dorney-Savage. As Jones passes over to Fair. And picked off by Barr. And Barr's done a great job defensively for Scotland, hasn't she? And
she has, and she's been getting some good looks offensively, just haven't been dropping. Oh, great job by Barr there. Can she keep it in?
But she did try super hard to keep it in.
She did try really hard. Snaps to Roseanne.
So Wales having extended their lead here in the 3rd quarter. Scotland going to try and cut this to a 10-point lead and just work it possession by possession. Get a stop here as Dorney-Savage passes out. Wagstaff against Williamson. There at the top of the arc, Shanahan. Short 2. Doesn't go. Williamson slows it down for Scotland. Law. Carville. Long 2's good.
Carville getting some much needed points here for Scotland. Nice patience there from Laura as well to wait until Carville was open.
Dorney-Savage out to Wagstaff. 3 won't go, and ball's knocked out. Call is it will go with Wales. I think Scotland were expecting that to stay there with them, but call on the floor is with Wales. But we will have a timeout called. So a 42-25 lead for Wales over Scotland here in the 3rd quarter. Just under 3 minutes to play. And we saw Scotland, we talked about it in the first half, that little run. They've maybe not been able to cut into this lead as much as they would have liked to here in the 3rd.
No, I think they have been trying to get stops, and they have been getting good looks on the offensive end. The stuff just hasn't been dropping. And whether that's tiredness, whether that's are Wales affecting their shot enough, I'm not really sure. But there is some serious work to do in the next 13 minutes.
But obviously credit to Wales for keeping up the intensity. Their defence has been really strong.
Their defence has been great, and offensively they have been moving the ball and the whole way around the court, really trying to shift that Scotland defence over to get those advantages, to get those open looks, and really just doing a great job offensively.
So Sarah Wagstaff leading all scorers with 13 points. Jill Williamson with 11. for Scotland.
I broke Sarah's nose in practice once.
Did you?
Yeah.
I hope not on purpose. Just
She was,
like
she was my teammate as well. She was coming off me for a handoff, and I faked the ball into her face and then went to the basket. So I got the points, and Sarah got a bloody nose.
Oh, so it was a great fake.
Yeah, I reminded her of it the other day, and she said she didn't remember. So potentially I gave her a concussion as well.
Williamson swings it round. Law's there, got space for three and nails it. And that's what we said, isn't it?
That's what we want to see. Reverse that ball, get it to your shooters. Big rebound. Can Scotland now go on a little bit of a run? Oh, great run there by Carville. Fantastic pass by Lonsdale as well.
Perfect passing, and all of a sudden leads down to 12. Scotland, if you can get a stop here, cut this to 10 or single digits towards the end of the third quarter. But Beth Jones wide open behind the arc.
And who comes up with the rebound? Roseanne Barr.
She's been all over the boards. Law over to Lonsdale. Back to Law. Law's got space. She's going to try another three. Not that time. But hey, I like that shot from Law. She's just hit one. She's been given the space. You've got to know you've got to come out to her because she can hit that.
No, that's the right shot to take. And then we had Wagstaff and Barr fighting for the rebound. And let's come up Scotland ball.
Kate Butters-Peters back in for Wales, along with Justine Furland. And shot doesn't roll. Ball's knocked out of bounds. But you see there, Roseanne Barr just chasing the ball down.
Great work there from Basketball Wales CEO Gavin Williams. The ball just knocked something off. It looked like it was probably £1,000 worth of camera, but actually on second look it is just a thermos mug.
And Law,
she heard us talking about it.
Making it rain. Cuts the lead to single digits.
Fantastic
9 points.
Job. This is gonna make for a great fourth quarter.
It definitely is, and this is why we're clearly great coaches, because they're doing exactly what we're telling them to do.
I mean, I don't know if they can hear us or not, but
Law to Lonsdale against Wagstaff. Into Barr. Barr keeps hold of it. Oh, just ran into a teammate and knocked it out of her hands. It's Jorgensen coming down the court. He's going to slow it down. Shanahan using the screen from Butters-Peters, passes in and kicked ball. So Scotland ball, 50.4 seconds to go. Roseanne Barr will head to the bench for a well-deserved rest. She has put in a shift, hasn't she?
She really has. She has been great on the defensive end for Scotland.
Big possession here for Scotland. Lonsdale back to Williamson. Williamson baseline, looks to pass it out. Lonsdale with space. Short two is good. And leads it down to 7 for Wales. Jorgensen gets the handoff. Over to Shanahan, 3. Drops in. And back up to a 10-point lead. That's a huge basket for Wales. 5 seconds, Williamson. 3 seconds, hands it off. Lonsdale turns, needs to put something up, and Scotland not aware. The clock running down there. And at the end of the third, a 10-point lead for Wales. Scotland did an amazing job there, cutting the lead down to 7.
Definitely, it looked like that game was going to get away from them there, but they did a fantastic job slowing Wales down and getting really good looks and converting. And we've got a McInnes in the comments. I'm going to assume that is a relation of Louise, just cheering on Scotland.
From St Mirren. That's where she's playing her basketball, so maybe fans over there. But we haven't seen McInnes back into the game for a little while. So just put a little knock, so maybe we'll see her come back on court in the fourth.
I think that screen from Butters-Peters might have sent her a little west.
So shaping up to be a really exciting fourth quarter here with one more quarter of basketball to play. Scotland have shown that they can go on runs and they can get those stops from Wales. It's just, you know, this Wales squad stacked with super, super tough talent out there. Sarah Wagstaff just putting on a show, 13 points for her. Laura Shanahan with 12. And that big three towards the end there, just a bit of a dagger for Wales.
This Welsh team, they've all played a lot of games together. They've spent a lot of time training. They know how each other's play. And Scotland here, they're doing a fantastic job coming back, and they've shown they have the quality of players and they know what they need to do. So it's going to be a really tough 10 minutes for them, but I think they can pull it back a bit.
Let's see what they can do. So it will be Scotland ball, so a chance to cut this back to single digits. I want to see Nadell Law just dropping in more threes.
I want to see a shootout for the last 10 minutes. No, if any young players are watching, I actually want to see great defense in the next 10 minutes.
Hood, long two, nothing but net. And a great way to start the quarter there for Scotland. Lead is down to 8 for Wales. Let's see how they can respond. Jorgensen hands it off to Shanahan. Jorgensen behind the arc. That's short. Lonsdale down the court for Scotland, hands it off to Williamson. And whistle on the shot.
Great cut there from Williamson, seeing that Lonsdale's going down the middle, her players stepping up to help, and she can just sneak behind and get that ball. A little bit too far behind because she was underneath the basket. So it was a really, really silly foul there. But Butters-Peters knows that.
She's experienced.
Oh, it's just great being able to see her playing basketball again. We talked about role models a lot today, and Kate Butters-Peters has been one of mine for such a long time. She was such a great teammate and a great friend. So it's really nice to see her back on the court.
It's awesome to see her play, and that's great. It's been, again, just a fantastic display of talent. As Williamson, second's good, and it's a 6-point game. Jorgensen into Butters-Peters, out to Wagstaff. Wagstaff gets it to Furland inside. Pass just out of bounds. You can see what Furland was trying to do there. Pass it off to Butters-Peters inside, but ball goes back the way of Scotland, and a chance to cut this to a one-possession game. Nadell Law logo 3, please, from the corner.
We've got Wales sat in the zone right now, so the opportunities to shoot from the outside should be there.
Carville.
Or shoot from the inside.
Gets the roll, take the safe shot.
Nice two there by Carville.
Carville up to 10 points. Did you make that 12 after that basket? Furland, that shot's strong. Law, Lonsdale in the corner, 3 is good! And it's a single possession game. Scotland making a run here in the fourth quarter. Jorgensen over to Wagstaff. Back to Jorgensen, swings it round. And an offensive foul call on Wales. And that'll be on Justine Furland. Her first foul.
And we are getting a timeout now. Wales want to talk it over.
And what a run there from Scotland.
We're just checking the score here at the table. We think there was a 3 down the other end that hasn't made it onto the board.
Currently in the venue, the score is 45-42 to Wales over Scotland. And a really great run from Scotland here in the fourth quarter, closing the gap against Wales, down 10, and just cutting into this lead bit by bit. You can see that back. It's Tony Carville's nice mid-range jumper she's been showing off across the weekend. And so we don't have our referee replay system in place for these games. We had them at the under-14s games earlier this morning. But coming out of the timeout, doesn't look like the score will change in the venue. 45-42 as it stands. Wales over Scotland. A single possession game and Scotland with the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Jorgensen.
She's been great, really disruptive on the ball today.
Lonsdale driving inside, gets the foul. And that will put Rebecca Lonsdale at the foul line. Playing with the Sony Centre Falkirk Fury this season. Spent time in the Women's British Basketball League with the Newcastle Eagles. She was named the Scottish National Senior Women's Playoff Final MVP. In 2017, had 10 points, 14 rebounds and 6 steals against the Tayside Musketeers in that one. As she brings Scotland within 1. Jorgensen looking to go inside, comes up against Williamson. Layup doesn't go. Rebound Wales, and Williamson jumps in for it, but he's called for the foul. That's foul number 3 on Williamson. So for Scotland, Williamson and Lonsdale playing on 3 fouls. 7:18 to go here in the 4th. Wagstaff. Ball's tipped. Butters-Peters. Jorgensen with 5 seconds on the clock. Jorgensen, short floater, doesn't drop. Ball didn't touch the rim, shots up and won't go. Great defense there from Scotland and a chance to go ahead here in the 4th. Law setting the team up. Intercepted by Butters-Peters. Wagstaff racing down the court, goes all the way. Ball doesn't drop, but it's a foul. Foul called, and Carville's going to be called for it. As Wagstaff at the line, ready to shoot 2. First foul on Carville in the game.
Barr coming in to replace Williamson.
Wagstaff, first shot doesn't go. Second is short. Rebound Scotland. Again, a chance for them to go ahead here. As Lonsdale looks to pass out of it, a little head nod there, saying go round. Gets the ball back. 3 seconds on the clock. Carville turns and fires, that's too strong. And
a 24-second violation.
And a good response there from Wales. Puts the ball back in their hands. Jorgensen, Shanahan from the 3-point line, doesn't get it to fall. Chase down, ball's on the floor, and it's Hood and Jorgensen fighting for it. Jump ball is called. And it stays with Wales, just under 6 minutes to play here. And it's a 1-point game. Peters catch and shoot. That won't go. And another jump ball is called. This time it goes with Scotland.
We're having a timeout now to Scotland.
So Wales up one here, 45-44. Jill Williamson leading the way for Scotland, 13 points, and Tony Carville with 10. They've gone on a real run here in the fourth quarter, able to cut that 10-point lead down to just one. And for Wales, Sarah Wagstaff, 13 points, and Laura Shanahan, 12. It's just been a real back and forth game, both teams having runs.
Yeah, I mean, Scotland went down by nearly 20 points and done a fantastic job to pull it back to a one-point game. Some great work by, in fact, everyone that's been on the floor today has done a fantastic, put in a shift for Scotland.
They certainly have. Like a 7-player rotation. The teams are coming back out on court, 5:50 to play. The last game of the day here at the National Basketball Performance Centre. Lonsdale working against Shanahan. Shanahan puts the pressure on. Law is going to step over the line. That's great defense from Laura Shanahan, setting the tone for Wales. And really limiting Scotland there, didn't get the ball past the three-point line.
No, not at all. That's why we know Scotland are dangerous inside, and those little elbow jumpers.
Handoff there, underneath the hoop to Fairland, who was fouled on the shot. So Justine Fairland at the foul line.
That's Carville's second foul.
And both teams just on 3 team fouls, 5:26 to play. It's a relatively good position.
Plenty of basketball to play.
And the first shot is good. And Fairland was playing in the ball-out 3x3 finals a couple of years ago. Teammates with Laura Shanahan and Mara Marchizotti.
Jorgensen's fourth foul.
Puts Wales on 14 fouls. Maybe we shouldn't have talked about fouls just like 20 seconds ago. But it will be a sideline ball for Scotland. Law into Lonsdale. Lonsdale looking for some help.
Oh, smothering defense there from Wales.
That's a foul call. Good decision there. You saw Lonsdale not able to pick the ball up because it would have been a travel call.
But still trying to protect it so that her own teammate can get to it first.
Really, really clever play there. And that now puts Wales on 5 fouls for the rest of the quarter. So something that Scotland can look to try and take advantage of. Lonsdale, first is good. A free throw here will tie the game at 46. And does 2 of 2 from the line. Tie game.
No, I thought we were about to take the lead. That's my fault.
Shanahan driving inside. Peters, long 2, too strong. And a whistle under the basket.
It's a tough call there on Hood, but she was boxing out legally.
So that's her second.
It's both teams now in the bonus.
And just under 5 minutes to play. Shot rims out there for Wales, and Hood protecting the ball, gets it to the hands of Lonsdale. Law, she's got space. Passes into the corner to Carville, who banks it in over the top left-hand corner of the backboard.
Incredibly high shot.
I was going to say, I would have liked to see Law take that shot, but again, that's her basketball IQ, passes out. Carville with a perfect 2. Shanahan with the offensive board for Wales. Hand off to Furland, can't get it to fall.
A great dish there. But unfortunately, the points don't drop.
Law, oh, Hood all alone underneath the basket, and it's a 4-point lead for Scotland.
It's not the time to be falling asleep on defense.
Got to watch for the player underneath the basket. Jorgensen gets the foul called as she drives. That's going to put Jorgensen at the line and put Scotland on 5 fouls. So as we said, Hannah, both teams in a bonus now for the rest of the game. Roseanne Barr going to head to the bench. Jill Williamson back in.
Roseanne Barr's had a great game. She's only got 2 points on the board, but she's affected the game in so many ways. She's had multiple blocks. She's been a force on defense, and she's been making Wales have to change their shots.
She really has. It's one of those. She's one of those players, isn't she, that it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but you know the impact she's had on the game.
Yeah, she's been had a couple of offenses as well, where she's had multiple offensive rebounds in a row.
Jorgensen hits the second free throw, so brings it back to 3. Lonsdale, oh, great cut from Williamson under the basket, gets it into Law's hands. Carville with the long 2. That one won't drop.
If you can hear the noise in the arena now, the Scotland-Wales men's game has finished, so now both teams have come to support the women's team.
And we've got the drums made its way over here.
Drums got a mention in the comments as well.
Oh, really? It's, I imagine they sound as loud on the stream as they do in our ears.
I want to say the drummer's name is Neil, but I'm not sure.
So Kate Butters-Peters at the line, shooting 2 for Wales. First is good. Automatic from the line.
That is who you want shooting foul shots at the end of a game. She's going to miss that now, I said it. Oh, never in doubt. I'm sorry, Kate.
Back to a 1-point game. Scotland lead 50-49. They've come back from nearly 20 down earlier on. Hood hands it off to Williamson, give and go, can't get that to fall.
Oh, great cut there, great pass there by Hood.
Wagstaff baseline, too far underneath the hoop, and a jump ball is called, stays with Wales. Shanahan into Wagstaff. Furland out to Butters-Peters. Shot clock running down, 7 seconds. Jorgensen going inside, blocked by Williamson.
Williamson and Carville can share that one.
Double trouble. And Law, Williamson. Scotland got time here. Lonsdale driving to the basket. We'll get the whistle. So Rebecca Lonsdale heading back to the foul line. And that foul on Laura Shanahan, foul number 2. So Rebecca Lonsdale, 2 big free throws here.
2.5 minutes, though, is an awful long time to play in a basketball game.
It certainly is, and we've seen how quickly the game can change as Lonsdale's first doesn't go. Second rolls out, rebound Furland. Wales can take the lead back here. Jorgensen. Wagstaff, long pass over. Butters Peters inside, what a handoff, and Furlan gets the roll. Wales back up by 1. Carville into Lonsdale, turns, working away inside, off the glass, answers, and Scotland back up by 1.
Oh, this is end to end.
Jorgensen, round to Shanahan. Back to Jorgensen, 3's up. Doesn't drop, ball's knocked back into her hands, so another chance on offence for Wales. And foul called on Lonsdale. Didn't get enough ball, got too much arm.
Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a 5th, it's only a 4th.
And the Wales men's team watching on from the sideline, they finished their game, coming on to support the women's team as they're down 1 to Scotland. The Scottish team as well, looking on and cheering, and we've got loads of support.
Loads of sport still in the venue, at this time on a Sunday night.
After a very long weekend of basketball.
Oh, we're saving the most exciting game for the last minute and a half of the day.
It certainly is a 1-point game with 1:37 left. What more could we want? So thank you again to everybody watching here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. It's been an absolutely amazing weekend so far. Really exciting games across the board. Loads of young talent on display, loads of slightly older talent on display. And
caught yourself there, didn't you?
And 1:37 to play here. So Scotland with a very slim lead, Hannah. If you're Wales, how do you manage this last 1:37?
I really think you've got to limit Williamson. She's leading this team, and she's been doing a fantastic job crashing the boards, getting blocks, and she's doing a really good job running the floor and getting behind the defense and for those sneaky dump offs.
So Shanahan hit. Oh, first one spins out. Second gets the roll, so tied at 52. Scotland possession. Williamson. Passes deflected. Wales come up with it. Jorgensen. Carville stands in the way. Butters Peters puts it into the basket, and Wales retake the lead. Scotland need a basket here. Williamson. Carville looking to go inside. Pressured defensively, and Jorgensen comes up with the steal. Jorgensen backing it out, sets things up for Wales. Got time on the clock.
Oh, great deflection there by Williamson.
Takes some time off the clock, 7 seconds for Wales to get something up here if they want to make it a 2-possession game. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Jorgensen to inbound. Wagstaff catch and shoot, hits it! That's what she does. She's Sarah Wagstaff, a big bucket for Wales.
Had a massive first quarter, and then it's been a little bit quiet since. And then with 44 seconds left on the clock, she hits a 2.
And that's a big basket, puts Wales up 4 against Scotland. 44.9 seconds to go. And Wagstaff, 15 points. That was just such a clean catch and shoot. You can see it there on the replay, the inbound. Just perfect spacing, takes her time. All good.
There's plenty of time though, 44 seconds left. Plenty of time to get a score, get a stop, and get another score. So
Wales eager to get out on court coming out of this timeout. And Hannah, both teams, we've talked about it, very experienced players on court, so they'll have been in situations like this. It's the complete opposite end of the spectrum, isn't it, to the under-14s that we saw earlier, who are learning how to manage game situations and late game situations.
Yeah, it is completely different right now. So we've just got sorry about that. Someone's trying to talk to me at the same time. Oh. So the breadth of talent that we have seen today. These guys have got so many international caps between them. So many years playing National League, so much experience in endgame situations.
And they know, don't they? They know how long 44 seconds is in a basketball game. Hood tries to keep it inside, stolen away by Jorgensen. And Williamson jumps in to get a hand on it. It's going to stay with Scotland. And Wales putting the pressure on defensively. Law. Inbound to Williamson. Williamson off the glass, too strong. Fighting for her own rebound. It's Carville that gets it and puts it back in.
Massive, massive offensive rebound there by Carville. I want to see Scotland getting in their face now, trying to go for the steal.
2-point Wales lead. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jorgensen hands off to Wagstaff. Shanahan going inside. Ball's out of bounds and it will go the way of Scotland. And we have 10.5 seconds on the clock. Scotland with a chance to tie or go for a 3 here. Hood looking to pass it in, gets it into Law, needs to get it over the halfway line, looking for some help. Williamson chasing it down. And fighting for the ball. That was a really tough set of pressure there from Wales on the inbound.
That was a really tough pass by Law there down to Williamson.
She was trapped before the halfway line, so it was difficult to find someone free.
Yeah.
So refs just checking with the table whether it's a...
I thought there was 1.8 seconds left on the clock.
It looked like it. But if it's a jump ball, the possession arrow is with Wales. So a timeout called. And it's got... So the scoreboard in the venue's just changed. They've added an extra point onto Wales. It was showing 56 to 54, but
it's coming off now.
It should not be there. It should be 56, 54. So it is a 2-point game, but possession will be with Wales if the jump ball call is the one that stands.
Someone's tried to add a second back on, but they've added a point back on there.
So are we looking at 3.3 seconds left?
No, they've added that extra point for Wales has come on when they've tried to add the seconds back onto the clock. So they're just going to try and get rid of that.
Take it away, take that point away. Yeah. But if it is Wales, well, that was, again, some really tough defense from the Welsh team. And if they've forced the turnover, they get possession here. It's maybe Scotland have to foul, force to the line, but you've got to do it incredibly quickly because you don't want to take any time off the clock,
you've got
really.
to be conscious not to go for an unsportsmanlike. So do you try and force the 5-second call, get that turned around, or do you try and intercept it in the air? You've got enough time to get a couple of dribbles and maybe a good shot at the end of it.
So Wales inbound from the sideline, 2.3 on the clock. Furland looking to get it in. She's going to get over the outstretched arms of Williamson, and Scotland looking to try and foul, didn't manage to do it. So at the end of the game, it is a 56-54 win for Wales. Congratulations to them on a hard-fought win. They withstood Scotland's comeback there. Scotland almost 20 points down, took possession, took the lead in the fourth quarter, and Wales able to come out on top.
Yeah, fantastic fantastic game by Scotland to bring it back, make it really competitive, even have a chance to win it there. But yeah, all credit to Wales. They put on a show today. They were consistent from the get-go.
And really, it's their defence that's won them that game in the end, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. They've been able to lock down Scotland, not let them get as many easy buckets. And yeah, nice to see the men's team sticking around, supporting the women.
It is giving them a round of applause, cheering them on. So, leading the way for Wales. It was Sarah Wagstaff, 15 points, hit that big bucket at the end for Wales. And for Scotland, Tony Carville, 14 points for her and 13 for Jill Williamson. Just what an exciting game to finish off the weekend, Hannah.
Really great. And the Tri-Nations for the 35 plus has been a great success. So many exciting games. So yeah, congratulations to everyone involved. I hope everyone at home has enjoyed watching it. And I hope some of you have been inspired to also pick up coming to play Masters basketball.
I think we got our last fist bump of the day. And you can see that it was a Scotland run in the fourth quarter, 19-11.
Oh, great comeback there.
That's what we want to see. We want end-to-end basketball as teams out on court at the moment, just getting together for a team photo for the Welsh squads. So a big thank you to everyone who has joined us here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. If you've been here all weekend long, we've had just an amazing amount of games. If you've been watching along, thank you to everybody because it's been a great weekend. Thank you for everyone coming down to the venue, supporting down here at the National Basketball Performance Centre, everyone that's been involved in the comments on YouTube, liking, subscribing, following along on social media. Always, always great to see the support for the game in this country as it continues to grow and we continue to get more and more people involved. So from myself, Kaz Bullock, from Hannah Shaw, we are not going to finish yet because we've got an interview with Isha. We're going to go courtside very shortly after the Wales team there.
No, it's nice to see the camaraderie between the men's and women's teams. We've got the whole contingent from Wales here having a team photograph. We've got the Scotland ladies going to line up with the men.
And as we've mentioned before, just loads more basketball to come this summer. We have the Aspire tournament for the under-15s, under-13s. GB men's and women's teams will be playing some friendlies in July against South Sudan and Germany. Olympic qualifiers. Olympic
pre-World Cup qualifiers.
Everyone's qualified for the Olympics.
It's a bit of, not yet. The men's qualification is still to go ahead.
It's a mouthful.
It is. There's a lot going on.
So Isha is going to have a quick word with Sarah Wagstaff, the woman, the legend.
The head of basketball.
She is. There's nothing she can't do, is there? Over to you, Isha and Sarah.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with Sarah Wagstaff. So Sarah, what's this weekend been like?
It's been amazing. I think, just being back in a basketball environment is awesome with some people who just came to have their first experience of a Maxis tournament. So it just proves that, you can play the game post WBBL and, a lot of these people have played at a high level. So it's just nice to be back playing. Yeah,
so we've had under-14s and obviously you've just played over 35s and you've just got the first win for Wales over the weekend. How does it feel to bring home that win?
Yeah, it was exciting. I guess, we were up quite heavy and then we just dropped our lead, but it was nice to stay on at the end and keep the lead at the end, I guess. Yeah, it's nice for Wales. I think so many of us are so passionate about the country and the people that are involved, so it's nice to take back a win back to Cardiff.
Yeah, so this summer in June, you're playing in Italy for GB over 35s, which is GB, yeah. So this tournament's been everyone separate. putting back together. How was it playing against your teammates?
Yeah, I love it. I love those guys, and I think, you know, having played in Malaga with Rahana, with Karen, with Ellen, you know, with so many of those girls already, Helen, Naila, like, I love playing with them, and today was just fun to go at them, go against them, lots of banter, lots of fun, but yeah, ultimately it's really exciting that we can come together and play together in Pesaro.
Do you think there's things from this weekend that you can take away and apply in that tournament?
Yeah, I guess individually we need to look at both, you know, so myself and Laura Shanahan are joining the England team today. I think we need to make sure we're looking at individually what our teammates can do and make sure we're exploiting and highlighting those strengths of individuals. So I think that will be really key for us in Pesaro. You know, we've got some great talent in the team, some great defensive pressure. I'm super excited as always to play with Ray. Like, I think she's an awesome teammate. So just making sure we utilise our strengths.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Good job on the win and good luck in Italy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Isha and Sarah, great to hear Sarah talking about the tournament that we're heading over to Italy for later this month. So that will do it from us here at the National Basketball Performance Centre in Manchester. Again, a big thank you to everybody who's watched live on the Basketball England YouTube channel, who's been down to the venue, everyone involved behind the scenes. It takes a lot of people to put on an event like this. Thank you to Ralston and the broadcast team. They have been working relentlessly, non-stop since Friday night, getting everything set up. Everyone at Basketball England, at Basketball Wales, Basketball Scotland, GB, Maxi Basketball, and us. Yeah, thanks, Hannah. Thanks, us. Thanks, us.
We'll hang out with Kaz all weekend.
So from myself, Kaz Bullock, and Hannah Shaw, a massive thank you, and we'll see you very soon.